Yep, it got an update. Which means we'll be doing another showcase on it. I do apologize, guys. I know you're probably horrendously sick of this mod, and I'm sure quite a few of you have already unsubscribed already, but hey, this is a really big update, I promise you. It's going to feature a bunch of new abilities, and some of these abilities are really good, so I really do want to showcase them. So without further ado, let's go into the overview. So the Infinity Gauntlet swept. So I know we've already taken a look at this so many times in the past, but every single video I've done has always been somewhat meaningful, and I've never rehashed the same thing twice. So I know it seems like I'm just redoing it all, but I promise you everything I upload is new about this mod. Going over just a few of them really briefly, we have the Power Storm, which is a new continuous channel ability that you have in the Power Stone. And then we have abilities like this Time Anchor ability, which you pretty much set down a set point, and if you die or wish to return to it at any point, you will. So right there I just killed myself, but I respawned exactly where I put that anchor, and I do still have the Infinity Gauntlet. And that's just a few of the abilities. I'll be going over a more in-depth look at them right now, so without further ado, let's now take a look at some of these amazing features. Alright guys, the Infinity Gauntlet is back in full force, and this is the official straight up original one. You'll notice it actually has a new model. This is the one from Fortnite, I do believe. And if you go into third person here, we do see that it does have a third person model, which I do believe the original had as well, but this one, I just wanted to showcase it because it has that new model. So now we'll go into the new abilities. Let's not dilly-dally, let's go right into Power. Now, you'll notice that, it all kind of looks the same, but there is quite a few new ones. By quite a few, I mean one. But that one is pretty good. It's called Energy Storm. This is what I was just mentioning in the overview. Pretty much you just hold down left click, it channels ability, and anything that gets in the way will be vaporized. Let me show you why. Alright, so here we have a nice set of NPCs. I'm just going to go ahead and hold left click, and you'll notice that anyone that touches it gets immediately vaporized and, well, dies. Except for Dog. And if you go ahead and take a look at the top left right there, you can kind of see the damage that it does. So it does continuous damage the longer you hold it down. It does not instantly kill enemies though, but you'll see that it won't kill them unless their health drops to 0, so it looks like it vaporizes them, but that's only after they die. Going on now into Time, you'll notice again we have those ones I mentioned in the overview. We have Place Time Anchor. What this does is it pretty much sets a position. And that damn fire noise. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, you go ahead and press left click, and boom, that area is now your time anchor, so that's going to be important later on. The next ability is Return to Time Anchor. You return to the saved timeline position. Now, I actually have been having some issues with this one. So I'm pressing it, and it doesn't take me back. In fact, even if I hold shift, which is usually the ones that you use on yourself, it doesn't seem to work for me. So I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe there's an issue with it. Maybe I'm not doing it right. I've been working with this for like 30-40 minutes now, and I couldn't figure it out, so please let me know if you guys do know. But this one does work. The final one is Toggle Anchor Death Loop. So pretty much this will make it to where when you die, you do return to that spot instead of having to respawn. So we have it disabled, but now we have it re-enabled. I'm gonna go ahead and kill myself. RIP. And we are back to where we set that anchor, and there's no load time. We also have the Infinity Gauntlet, so we don't lose it. So next up is Mind, and this is an interesting one because the last one we did was Mind Annihilation, which I don't think I really did a good job at showcasing. So for the sake of being complete, we're going to go ahead and test it out right now. What this does is it pretty much makes someone brain dead. I think I did show this off in the last video actually, but just in case someone missed it. Yeah, it just makes them brain dead. It pretty much makes them ragdoll. But we have a new one now, and this is Copy Appearance, and I'm going to do the most disgusting thing I could ever possibly imagine in my whole life, and that is looking like Odessa. So we're going to go into third person for this to really showcase the full quality of this ability, and yes, I am the one thing I hate, and I really don't like it, so I'm going to go ahead and kill myself, because that's the one thing I'd want to do if this happened. Oh yeah, but I come back, so look at that. All joking aside, it is a really cool ability, so if there's a specific NPC, so let's go ahead and try the crack life, see if this works. And it even does work for other NPCs, so this is a really cool ability. I can imagine this being useful in a lot of many ways, so I highly recommend this ability. So now I'm stuck as Big Smoke, although a lot of people already call me that because of my raspy voice sometimes and the sound effects I make. Going on into Soul now, we have some very interesting ones. So Before we had Revive, I believe that was the last one, and now we have Soul Bond. Now, I may have missed this one in the past, but I know I haven't taken a look at this before. If I'm wrong, please correct me. There's a lot of abilities. It's really easy to forget them. But what this does is it pretty much links two NPCs together, and the damage you do to one will spread across to the other one, and it'll pretty much have the damage. In layman's terms, it pretty much kills both of them. So let's go ahead and try this out. I'm going to link all them together, and this is going to be absolutely beautiful. Now, they're not actually all linked together, just these two are linked, and this one's just by himself because he's lonely. But now we're going to switch to a more appropriate weapon for the job. And you'll see that when we kill him, that one died with him. But let's go ahead and try a lesser damaging weapon. So you'll see that we have him at about a little bit under half. And what do you know? This one also shared that same damage. Once again, if we do kill this, it'll kill the one that he's linked to. So this is a pretty interesting little ability. I think it's a really cool. I'm just going to kill him because I want to. And that's one thing I love about this mod is that there's a lot of abilities you can experiment with, but that aren't really exactly useful. Alright, next up, we have Soul Missile. Now, this is a really, really cool ability. So pretty much what it does is you shoot a missile out, and it goes into like this weird camera view where you follow the missile. You can see me right there. And you can control the missile to pretty much hit whatever you want. As you can see, I hit Odessa, and it did kill him. I don't know exactly how much damage it does, but I can assume it's a decent amount. In fact, let's see if we can kill ourselves. Okay. Alright, round 2. Can we kill ourselves? Ooh, I don't think we can. One more time for the hell of it. Alright. I'm pretty sure we cannot kill ourselves, unless I'm missing. There is blood there, though, so that's a good sign. But it's a pretty cool ability. If you really want, you can just shoot it forward, and it'll just kill the NPC in front of you. Pretty nice, though. I love the control you get. Alright, now next up, and just by the way, guys, Mind got a huge update. There's a decent amount of Mind abilities if you haven't already noticed. This one is Mind Sentry. And what this does is it summons sentry bots, pretty much, but they're made out of your mind. I don't know. Okay, no, they're using the ability of the Mind Stone to create some kind of entity, and they shoot out projectiles that can, in some ways, protect you. But if that protection isn't enough, we have a Soul Medic, and what this does is it pretty much heals you, and if you spawn enough of them, you're practically invincible. Let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about here. So we'll spawn some Combine. They're just shooting me and... Well, actually, they're not shooting me. But if they do shoot me, I'll heal right away. So unless they can one-shot me, they really have no hope. And then last one is the Dismiss Minion ability. Because I was wondering, how do you get rid of these guys? And this is exactly how. You cannot get rid of them by erasing them. You have to use this ability, and then you can dismiss them. Next up is my favorite stone. We have Reality. And there is so much freaking abilities in this stone. It is bad to the ass. The last one we took a look at was Animate, and now we have Statuize. Ooh, that's a fun word for the day. Alright, enough dicking around. Let's go ahead and show what this does. So, here we have Odessa. Odessa's being a douchebag. Well, boom. He is now a freaking statue, and I can do whatever the hell I want with him. But I think more so, it's even more useful when you do it on Combine. Boom. They're shooting me? He was about to shoot an energy ball at me. I'm glad I statuized him. And now they're nothing but a practically stiff corpse. As you can see, you can almost see them struggle. This ability is really cool, so I like how you can just freeze them, and it doesn't just ragdoll them and make them stiff. Giggity. What it does is it actually makes them frozen in the time that you do it. So if, like for instance, right here, this Odessa was about to walk. I froze him, and now he keeps that position. It's really, really cool. Next up, we have Warp Composition. This is probably my favorite ability in the entire mod, completely, bar none. This is why I love reality warping. It changes them into some random material with strange properties. So let's go ahead and see what happens. So he's like a weird white texture there. That doesn't really make any sense. Let's go ahead and do it on this one. So that is a good example of what this can do. Now he's bouncing around screaming help. Honestly, he's a lot more useful that way. Let's go ahead and try it on this Odessa. Ooh, this one's like a clear see-through one, but oddly enough, there's nothing strange about it except for the weird textures. Let's go ahead and try this one. Alright, so this one has an electric ability that actually damages other people, and it actually ended up killing our own Odessa before we could transform him. But we can do it while he's ragdolling, I think. Oh, never mind, I'm wrong. So now I want to know, what if you do it on the same one you've already done it on? Let's see. Okay, I know what that is. That's the explosive barrel texture. Whoa, are those eggs? Yes, we have eggs shooting out of his head, and he has taken the form of a box. This is why I love the Reality Stone. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Next up we have illusion. What this is going to do is create a alter image illusion of yourself. So I don't know if this will actually make it to where other enemies or other NPCs target this instead of you, but let's go ahead and find out. Alright, so here we have some Combine wrecking up my stuff. Let's go ahead and spawn this. Ooh. And interestingly enough, it does work, but of course it can die, so that didn't last long. But that's pretty cool, but not as cool as a pocket dimension, and this is kind of taking some hints from XYZ's other add-on, which is the Rick and Morty portal gun that I took a look at last video. And yes, I'm kind of on an XYZ spree here. I love his mods. He's doing a really good job. And so let's go ahead and try this out. What this is going to do is it's going to teleport anything you look at to your pocket dimension. Now you're probably saying, well, it's pretty much just deleting them though. Well, it is not. What it's doing is teleporting them, and I'll show you exactly how we can get there. You hold shift and press left click. Bam! So this is your pocket dimension, and it's really quite spacious. If you want to leave it, go ahead and do it the same way you entered, which is left shift, left click. Bam, and you are good to go. And now the final ability for reality is to destroy the pocket dimension, and when you just do this, boom, everything in that dimension is dead. And again, nothing on space. So space actually has no new abilities, which is kind of interesting. But then again, it got quite a few new ones in the last one. But we are not done. We go into the Infinity tab and we have one more new ability, Universal Law. Now this is a really complex one, and I actually can't really figure it out, but I'll show you guys as best as I can. This lets you modify the laws of the game, and that's really freaking sweet. You can modify reality if you wish. So we're gonna go ahead and make a new law. Let's call it New Law Lols. Alright, cool. And you can select a plethora of different events here. Sorry if it's kind of small. I do run a 2K screen, so everything's a bit smaller. But let's go ahead and do physics collision. So with physics collision, here we have a new colliding entity tab. We're gonna select the type. Let's do a prop. Let's do the action it does. What it's going to do is it's going to ignite, and we're going to add that action. We can even adjust the different properties right here. This is super complex, and it's really awesome. Let's go ahead and save that. So now what should happen is I made it to where a prop should light stuff on fire if it touches something. Alright, so here we have a prop here. It actually started... Oh, yep, look at that. So it's right, it's normal. I'll drop it, it collides, and it gets set on fire because it collided with something. That's really cool. So this is just another good taste of what would happen. Even NPCs activate it. And you can change so much stuff. You can pretty much define the entire laws of the whole game and the physics of reality in this game. And that's really cool because that, I think, is what would be realistic with this mod. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm not going to do with things I like or disliked about this because, honestly, this is like the third time we've taken a look at this in a mod showcase. And you guys know what I like and dislike about it already. Nothing's really changed here. I love the new abilities. They're really awesome. XYZ, you're great, dude. Keep doing some mods, and I'll keep showcasing them. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like this video, please let me know by leaving a like down below and subscribing. And also, please check out the description for all the links to my Patreon, my Twitter, my Facebook, my freaking other stuff that I have down there. And please leave comments down below for future suggestions or just what you want to say in the comments. And thank you guys so much for watching. You're amazing for sticking through to the end. I'll see you in the next video, and until next time, farewell.